Hello students and parents, and welcome to Mr. Mac's AP US History class. So before we get started, I guess I should tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Brett McIntyre. I'm about to start my 7th year teaching, with the first 6 being spent at Slidell High School. I'm married. My wife's name is Molly. She is a nurse. She's actually a Northlake grad. We have 3 little boys, Benjamin, who is 4, Theodore, who is 3, and Jacob, who is 1. And they are all starting at Northlake this coming school year. I'm so incredibly excited to be a part of the Northlake family, and I am so excited to teach this particular class. A little bit more about me. Originally, I am from Mississippi. I grew up in a town called Ocean Springs. I graduated from the University of Southern Mississippi with a degree in English education, but history, and in particular U.S. history, really is my passion and has been since I was in high school. So enough about me. Let's move on to this class. I'm sure the question that all of you have is, what exactly is AP US History, and how is it different from any other US History class? So AP US History is the study of our great country from the year 1491 up to just about the present. And right off the bat, you're going to notice something very, very evident. 1491 to the present is a really long time, and that sort of leads me to my first point. 1, in AP US History, we move incredibly fast through material. So if there is a subject or multiple subjects within US history that you just absolutely love and want to camp out on, I'm kind of sorry in advance, because there isn't any particular subject. Like, I know a lot of people love World War II, a lot of people love the Civil War. There's not a lot of time for us to spend really hunkering down in particular subjects that I know people love. But just the nature of the beast with this class is that we have a lot of history to cover, and we need to get to it. So again, I apologize in advance. We are going to be moving quickly, but a lot of the learning that you do in this class, of course, will be in class, but there's also going to be an outside of class component with homework and with research, and that's going to be where, if there's a subject that you really love, you can dive into it more so outside of class. So point number 2 of what you need to know about AP US History is that this class in the AP test is going to judge your ability to think like a historian and make historical connections. This class is so much more than just memorizing facts and sort of spitting them back out again. This class is going to judge your ability to analyze what happened in history. How was it that America started out as just a group of settlers just sort of spread out throughout the nation that hadn't even been formed yet, and they're struggling to survive? How did we go from that to the booming pioneer of freedom throughout the world that we are today? And so what we are going to learn in this class is how to make historical connections, and how to make arguments, how to analyze, how to read historical documents from people who lived through that time, get historical context for why they made the decisions that they did, think like historians, and analyze and look at how America has changed over time, how America has grown over time, and how America is continuing to evolve to this day. The third and final point, and probably the most important point, is that we are going to look at US history through the lens of Jesus Christ. I want to look at every single class period. How has God been at work from the founding of our country, from the second that this country started to take shape, up until now? How can we see the hand of God working? So everything that we do in this class is going to be through the lens of, what has God done? How has God brought us to where we are now? And where does God want us to go? Okay, so now that we've talked a little bit about the US history part, let's talk about the AP aspect of it. AP is meant to be a college level course, meaning that this class is going to be extremely difficult. There's a ton of vocabulary and there's a ton of work. That doesn't mean the class isn't going to be awesome, because it is, but this is an extremely rigorous class. Our particular U.S. history test is going to be made up of 55 multiple choice questions, or MCQs, 3 short answer questions, or SAQs, 1 document-based question, or DBQ, and then 1 long essay question, or LEQ. Now you'll notice within that there is a lot of writing. The LEQ, the DBQ, and the SAQ are all writing. So 3 of the 4 sections of the AP test are written. Now, here's the thing. We're going to work on writing basically every single day in my class. That is just going to be part of what we do. Now, one of the most important things that I want to discuss is the course and exam description guide that College Board puts out for the AP US History test. I've got a link to it below this video, and it is so important because that is the framework of our class. This is the hard copy. This is on my desk. This is with me at all times because everything that I teach in this class comes from here. Now, the good news about the course and exam description guide is that College Board is telling us this is exactly what's going to be on the test. The bad news about the course and exam description guide is that it is a lot. Like I said, we are going 1491 to just about present day, and College Board wants you to know a lot. This is a college level class. They're expecting you to remember most of that stuff. So whenever we are going through this, like I said, we have to move fast and we need to remember a lot. That's why this class requires so much outside of class work. As we get a little bit closer to the year, I'll be sending out a syllabus that will sort of tell you what's going to be expected as far as materials, what's going to be expected as far as the grade breakdown and things like that. But for now, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I would love to be in touch with you, student or parent. I love questions. I can't wait to get started on this school year. God bless. Oh, it's gonna be okay.